3 ways to tackle your revision during coronavirus lockdown. I'm Neil from Parallel Coaching, and in this video, I'm going to give you 3 ways to tackle your revision in spite of the coronavirus lockdown. So the first way to tackle your revision is really simple. We need to get a plan in place and schedule some you time, some me time, whatever you want to call it. So you've probably got more time on your hands than ever before, yet a gazillion more things to do. Perhaps you've got homeschooling, you've got to work from home. It kind of feels like there's more to do, yet there's so much more time. We don't leave the house, there's nowhere to go. And before we know it, our day is long gone. Before we know it, the Monday started and Friday's already here. So it's really crucial, and this first way to tackle your revision is to schedule some revision time. It sounds really simple, but yet it's easily missed and it's easy to put to one side. So your revision schedule doesn't need to be an hour every day. It doesn't need to be incredibly strict and laborious and long. It could be 5 minutes in the morning on Monday, it could be 10 minutes on a Wednesday and 15 minutes on a Friday. The time frame almost doesn't matter. What matters is, as we go through this coronavirus lockdown, you're scheduling regular, frequent bouts of revision, which keeps your foot in the doorway, so to speak. So come the end of the lockdown and these pressures start to relax and ease, it doesn't feel like you've left your revision back in 2020 or early January 2021. You keep your revision on the top of your mind, the tip of your tongue, just by doing 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. But it's crucial that you still schedule it in and you don't leave it for the week to take hold of you. You're going to take hold of a week. The second way of tackling your revision during coronavirus lockdown is how you're revising. I'm sure you would agree that this lockdown is a totally different situation that we're used to. And that might require a totally different approach to your revision as you used to. Maybe during normal circumstances, you would find yourself revising in your lunch break, maybe after work or early morning for 15-20 minute bouts. But now you find yourself with way more time on your hands. Maybe you can go out for a walk and listen to a podcast. Maybe you find yourself reading a lot more inside your manual. Maybe you could immerse yourself inside more YouTube clips. So with coronavirus lockdown has come an opportunity to revise in a different way than you're used to. And I think it's about being really open-minded and saying, I used to revise like this because that served the environment and the situation at that time. And now I find myself in this environment and now I can revise in a new opportunity going forwards whilst I'm at home during lockdown. The third and final way to tackle your studies and your revision during lockdown is to get other people involved. As you're somewhat stuck at home, maybe you've got kids, you've got loved ones, you've got husband, wife, whatnot in the home, you can get them involved with your studies. So you might revise for say 15-20 minutes and then ask them to test you on your knowledge. You might give them a set of mock questions. You go away and revise the topics around those, and then they ask you the mock questions. A really innovative way that I heard of a learner a couple of days ago on our revision bootcamp, she got a roll of wallpaper, put a kid on the wallpaper on the floor, drew around her child, and then together they labelled all of the muscles, all of the bones, the skeletal system, and as much anatomy and physiology as they could on this huge bit of wallpaper together. By getting somebody else involved, it makes it way more fun. And before you know it, you've learned way more than if you did tackle your revision on your own. So there's 3 ways to tackle your revision. I'm sure there's plenty more, but as a quick recap, the first way was to schedule time. The second way was to consider the opportunity or the mode that you're revising in. And the third way was to get more people involved in the home place. So however you go about your revision during lockdown, just know that you can reach out to Parallel Coaching anytime you like. It doesn't matter how big, small, silly or complex your question is. Just below this video is a link to our Facebook Inner Circle, where there's thousands of fit pros just like you that are learning to get qualified or recently qualified that are looking to progress. Also, somewhere around this video is a link to our fitness revision mock questions. So whether you're on level 2 or level 3, you can download hundreds of mock questions straight to your inbox, and within 2 minutes from now, you can be testing yourself. Outside of that, make sure you hit subscribe, and we'll see you bright and breezy on the next video.